is that? It's so that we don't have to go down a journey or a road that we know we're not going to be successful at. It's to say, for example, Nikki's here to say, Nikki, you started your business last year. You were able to start a business during COVID. What have you learned so far in these past, 10, 11 months? What challenges have you faced? It's to learn off that. Now, her situation might not be the same for you, but it's the knowledge that you gain from someone else to get to a point of making informed decisions. So first one, I want you to keep in your mind mentorship. Secondly, going back to what I said before, businesses. Most of us are driven towards businesses. I buy this and I sell it for this price. When it comes to banks, insurance companies, annuity-based businesses, there's a massive criteria that you have to have. You've got to first of all have a certain amount of money sitting in your bank account. Not using it, but sitting there, number one. Number two, you've got to be approved by certain institutes in South Africa, like PASA, which is the Payment Association of South Africa. You've got to be part of the National Credit Regulator. You've got to be approved by MasterCard and Visa. Now, for someone that is starting a business, you've got to show these institutes that you have already started. And how do you do that? Because when you go to PASA, PASA is going to ask you, which is the Payment Association of South Africa, what have you been doing for the past year? How many people have you interacted with or done transactions with? And if you're starting off a business, whether it's an annuity-based business, or similar, your answer is going to be 0. And immediately you are declined. What does that mean? That means that you cannot collect on a debit order on your client. You've got to wait for your client to pay you, which never works, right? So what is an annuity-based business? Why did it take me 2 years to start LifeWell? The primary objective of LifeWell, like I said in the beginning, was to help people get to the next level. Is because I myself have previously opened up many businesses, have failed at it, been successful at some, but majority of them I failed. And that was, again, like I said, mentorship. Someone not holding my hand and saying, Gerard, this is what you need to do at these points in your business journey. This is how you need to manage your bank accounts. This is what banks look at when it comes to funding. As a venture capitalist myself, I see so many bank accounts of people, business accounts, and sometimes we laugh because you see a bank account and then you have, on the bank statement, you have Chicken Licken and KFC being taken out off a bank account. But the person doesn't know that, because I've also been there. Where I use my bank account, you feel so proud that, well, I'm using my bank account. But the moment the bank sees things like that, and when a bank sees those minus, those minuses, when it gets into the minus, you reject it immediately. So we don't know how to manage our bank accounts. We don't have mentorship. We don't know what to do in our businesses. We've just seen a business in its perfect form. We start the business, and worse than ever, we've put some money into this business. So we've either put our own money, or we've asked family and friends for money, which is even worse. Now you have their money in your business, and you reach a point of 6 months, because it doesn't take long before you reach a point of bankruptcy. It'll probably take you about 6 to 8 months at the most. And then now you have this debt that you need to pay over. All because you never had a company that you could partner with. So LifeWell was intended for that reason, to help people get to the next level, to help companies, entrepreneurs that are looking at starting businesses or that have already started businesses and want to partner and leverage off our success, our contacts, our sales and marketing teams to make it easier for you along the journey. But most